It's the curse of being a tall guy. You're always bumping into stuff. I remember my son and I, my whole family, we went, well, Lisa, my wife, does these CPA things, and they went to Washington, D.C., and I'm not lying, this is the honest truth. They have this thing called the Spy Museum, and if you wanted to, you could crawl through this little, it's a reproduction of the one of the vents they used to spy on people. I got stuck. My son was behind me, and all he could say was, for the love of God, Dad, don't fart. So, let me check this again real quick. So I want to thank you guys for having me out here. Appreciate this. Song about traveling. Well, you see him in the corner in his faded shirt and jeans, singing songs of love and harmony. Look at him and wonder about the places that he's been and of the lessons he has learned. Once he had a life full of money and dreams. He awoke one day and they were gone. Put his world in a sack, slung his guitar on his back, drifted down the road that grieved the dawn. Wanders down that lost highway, just not knowing where he's bound, where he's bound. From New York to those fields of grain, see his face in every town. Down the lost highway, down the lost highway, down the lost highway. Well, he's followed the path of old Jack Kerouac, round the country and back again. He's marveled at the sunrise in the Pacific shore and cried at the sunset in Key West. Wanders down that lost highway, just not knowing where he's bound, where he's bound. From New York to those fields of grain, see his face in every town. Down the lost highway, down the lost highway, down the lost highway. I'm not saying that he's a prophet. Good Lord knows he has his faults. But just like those knights of old, he keeps true to his cause. Wanders down that lost highway, just not knowing where he's bound, where he's bound. From New York to those fields of grain, see his face in every town. Down the lost highway, down the lost highway, down the lost highway. Hello, how are you? Good to be here. This is really, they've got one of these up in Sarasota, and there's another one in Bradenton. So, art can't be stopped. It's just really amazing. And the artist community can make it work. This is excuse me. This is a song that kind of like, I don't know, I'll let you come up with the idea for this one. It's raining in Cambridge, there's a chill in the air. Sky's been gray since September, and it's so gloomy everywhere. After all this time, it's never far from my mind. Words were said, doors were slammed, and we left it all behind. If I left here now, I could beat that summer rain. If I knocked upon your door, would you take me back again? Maybe in the spring, neath the shade of the trees so cool, we could sit and talk a while like normal people do. Maybe we could find a place where our hearts could meet again. Try it all just one more time, maybe in the spring. Well, I have a letter that I've written many times. Between the words I ask myself why I left you behind. But I always throw it away, 'cause it scares me so. Am I afraid of what you'd say, or what I know? If I left here now, I could beat that summer rain. If I knocked upon your door, would you take me back again? Maybe in the spring, neath the shade of the trees so cool, we could sit and talk a while like normal people do. Maybe we could find a place where our hearts could meet again. Try it all just one more time, maybe in the spring. I wish I had a crystal ball to show me what to do. If this was meant to be, then why am I so blue? I wish I was an eagle, wish I was a train. Wishes don't get you nothing, but they'll just drive you insane. If I left here now, I could beat that summer rain. If I knocked upon your door, would you take me back again? Maybe in the spring, beneath the shade of the trees so cool, we could sit and talk a while like normal people do. Maybe we could find a place where our hearts could meet again. And try it all just one more time, maybe in the spring. Maybe in the spring. Thank you. There was yeah, they get a little crazy there. He's having a lot of fun with my strength here. So this next song is a song. I went to a friend's CD. They're raising money for a CD, and it was at the Women's Club in Punta Gorda. It was for Steve Blackwell. And Steve Blackwell he was a hell of a guy. He was a hell of a songwriter. He left way too early, but he left a lot of inspiration and a lot of different people. But I went there, and there were these pictures on the wall, and there was the old pictures of Tom Paxton and Arlo Guthrie when they were young and thin and had black hair, and their hair was long down on their shoulders, and you were like, wow. I said, who the hell took these pictures? They said, well, a guy named Turnpike Tom took these pictures. And I said, well, where the hell is he? I want to meet this guy. They said, well, he's not here. Okay, so it's fine. I kept looking for this guy. So finally, the name stuck with me. So I wrote this song and finally got to run into him and play him the song. I painted him as a blind black man in the song. But in the truthful, he was just a short, drunk white guy. Sorry. Knew a man by the name of Thomas. He always wore a crooked grin. Hang around the country store where the greyhounds rolled in. I was only 6 years old, he must have been 50 or so. Sit at his knee and listen to the stories that he told. And he'd say, they used to call me Turnpike Tom, the king of the interstate. When I hauled my load, boys, I was never late. But that was many years ago and many miles from here. Tell you all about it. Just pull you up a chair. Thomas had a face only a mother would love. Skin was tough as leather, aged by the sun above. He'd pull out a six-string and he'd play a song or three. Don't know if he ever knew how much he meant to me. He'd say, they used to call me Turnpike Tom, the king of the interstate. When I hauled my load, boys, I was never late. But that was many years ago and many miles from here. Tell you all about it, just pull you up a chair. Said I once had a Kenworth, and she rode just like a dream. I ran freight up to Boston and all points in between. Had a wife and raised some kids with the money that I made. The kids all grew up, well, my wife just walked away. Just like Saul, the Lord struck me blind. Though it's been some 20 years, I don't seem to mind. Yeah, they used to call me Turnpike Tom, the king of the interstate. When I hauled my load, boys, I was never late. But that was many years ago and many miles from here. Tell you all about it, just pull you up a chair. They start to lock the doors. He'd pack up his case, grab his hat and cane, and hurry along his way. As the cane tapped the ground, he would sing in time. And that image is etched forever in my mind. Now it's been some 20 years, and old Tom is dead and gone. And I can still see him telling stories, singing songs. Guess it's not where you go or how your journey ends. It's the people you meet along the way and the view from around the bend. Yeah, They used to call me Turnpike Tom, the king of the interstate. When I hauled my load, boys, I was never late. But that was many years ago and many miles from here. Tell you all about it, just pull you up a chair. I want to thank you guys for listening to me, and I want you to have a great night. You good? All right. Thank you, sir.